Hey guys, how's it going? It's me again. Sorry, it's been a little while since I've made another video. I was planning on doing one kind of every couple of days. So obviously today, new video. Just a quick recap on what we talked about last time. Was we just discussed some organic marketing methods, basically free advertising for Facebook without having to pay Facebook for those ad campaigns. Now, what I wanted to talk about today was sort of implementing a system, if you will, where you can sort of utilize that organic marketing along with some other sort of methods there that are going to generate some traffic direct towards your sort of website. So what we want to do is, firstly, if you have an idea or you already have a business, that's an advantageous sort of point because you've already got a starting point. Now, if you don't fret. The best way to create a business is to call on your market, basically. So whatever industry you want to specialize in, wherever you have sort of the most skill set. For example, my skill set would be tattooing, so that's the sort of business direction that I tried to pursue. Now, obviously, calling around the market can take some time, so it does pay to take a few weeks, even a month or two, to generate enough information from your market to actually form a pattern or an idea. And what that's going to do, basically, if you call around your market and you ask everybody what their sort of current issues are, what are they struggling with, if you do start seeing a pattern within their industry, there's your solution, basically. Well, not your solution, but there's your business idea. Your business idea will be surrounded by the fact that you can provide a solution to those problems within the industry. So that's your sort of first step there. Now the second step is obviously implementation. So once you've got that idea and you've talked to the market and got that information, then it's just a case of getting everything set up. So what I like to do is firstly create a Facebook page for your business solution. And then once you've done that, create a website as well, because obviously most websites nowadays have a website, so it's quite sort of essential to have that. They can have some key information in there. Now, quite a relatively new sort of method that I've discovered recently. Now, I know there's probably people out there that know a hell of a lot more than I do. As I said, it is something new that I'm just dabbling in, but it's a thing called ClickFunnels. Now, whether you've heard of it or not, obviously, if you have heard of it, you'll know it can be quite a useful tool to have as a, how would you put it? It basically captures people's details for you so you can generate your own leads. That way it gives you your own customer database to contact and potentially try and sell your product or service. So that can be quite important. Now, the way ClickFunnels work, basically you open up, there's a variety of different funnels to use, but for me, I just like generating some interest basically in my product first, because without interest you're not going to sell it. So a basic funnel like that would be 2 pages. Essentially, I will include a link to my ClickFunnel on my advertisement that I advertise on Facebook, and then through that link people are going to obviously see the ad on Facebook and go, oh yeah, I want to know more, so they'll click that link, which will lead them to your funnel page. Now, what your funnel page consists of, it's very basic. You don't want to be too complicated with it. You want it to be nice and simple and deliver your message short and concise. So for example, I mean, you've seen them around as well. I can almost guarantee you just haven't realized that what they are. Now, ClickFunnels, often you'll find a product or service that appeals to you, so you want some more information, and it'll have a link that you can follow to get some more information, or even an offer. Sometimes they'll offer you a free course or a free webinar or whatever it may be. So that's your link you follow. Make your title appeal, so something like you're one step closer to financial freedom, or something like that. Something that's going to appeal to your customers' desires. And what it does, it just say, look, you can make something simple like, we'll teach you our 5-step formula, how to start your own online business. Use keywords too, like wildly profitable, fast, quick, time saving, easy, whatever you want to use. Now, once you've done that, you'll have obviously a capture section where you either grab their cell phone number or an email or they fill out a form with some personal details themselves. So I mean, there are lots of different funnels there out there, but I like to keep it nice and simple, not to overcomplicate things, because the minute you overcomplicate something, people just tend to glaze over. So if you keep it short and sweet, they enter their email address. That's gonna send you a notification through your ClickFunnels account. And basically, the way you've set up your funnel, it completely depends. But in my case, the way I've set up my funnel is I get a notification when somebody's entered their email address, and then it's up to me to follow them up. So I simply just give them a quick call, and I basically use my salesman experience, and I try and sell them on that call. And if I don't sell them on that call, I generally try and set up like an appointment, so I can at least get a second chance to try and sell to them. So that's the ClickFunnels and how they work. So once you've set up a ClickFunnel, obviously you're going to be generating that traffic. Now the best thing about ClickFunnels, once you've entered those capture details, it's going to take you to another link that's basically a thank you page. It'll just tell people what's going to happen. For example, our company will be in contact within 24 hours to set up an appointment, or whatever your follow-up may be. You just want to give people that peace of mind as well, because obviously there are a lot of scams out there on the internet, so you want to make your product seem as viable or trustworthy as possible. So once you've got your ClickFunnels captured, ClickFunnels set up, and then you've got your thank you sort of page following that, you're pretty much good to go. Now it's just a case of utilizing those organic marketing methods that we spoke about in my last video, and just adding that ClickFunnels link into each ad you post. So essentially copy and paste your advert, include the ClickFunnels link, and paste into as many buy sell groups as you can. You can also include your ClickFunnels in your paid marketing as well. So there's quite a lot of flexibility around how they sort of work. Now obviously ClickFunnels, it's not a free service. You do get a 2-week free trial though, so in 2 weeks you can kind of have a play around and see how it works. It does, if it does work for you, it ends up costing, well, on a basic package it's about $97 a month. On a executive sort of package, it's over $300 a month, so it can be quite expensive. But obviously if you've got a good revenue stream already, then it can be quite a beneficial investment for your business. So that's pretty much how that one sort of works. Now obviously, as I said, I'm quite new to this myself, so I'm still sort of experimenting with the ClickFunnels. So look, if you have any advice that you can give me in regards to how to get the best out of my ClickFunnels, I'd really appreciate that, because I'm still learning myself. I don't have a mentor at the moment, so I'm kind of learning things quite slowly. That's my next step. Obviously, eventually I will be seeking a mentor, and that's going to boost my my videos up a bit by being able to provide some more helpful information, obviously through somebody who's gained success through their entrepreneurial journey. So yeah, I mean, there's some pretty exciting things going to be happening through this channel. This is a pretty blasé kind of video, to be honest. I'm just on my way to work again, but yeah, I mean, like the main thing with this online marketing thing, it can get really tough to begin with. Like obviously you're gonna put all these ads out there, you're not going to get any interest, and it's really going to bring down your resilience there. But that's the key, is having that resilience and just keep pushing, because the thing with online marketing is it's a case of trial and error, really. You try out different methods, different layouts of your adverts, you try out different times that you post them, even try out different target markets, until you find something that is starting to generate results. That's going to give you an idea of how your market's working and where most of your customers are coming from as well. So that's going to give you more power in regards to targeting more specific customers that are more likely to ultimately turn into sales. So that's kind of what you want there. What else did I want to talk about today? Probably about it for today. Just going back to that first video in regards to the sales, I've been implementing a lot of those sort of techniques myself, and this week I've noticed a nice increase in my sales just from utilizing that rapport, and also building value with by asking good questions that are subconsciously planting that thought in their brain. So last week I went from being on about 5 sales for the fortnight, but this fortnight I'm already on about 18. So it just goes to show that those methods do work if you research them a bit first and create some good value building questions. And it's just a case of having fun with it, to be honest, as well, because if you work in a call center, you'll know what it's like. It's a bit of a game of luck on who you get on the other end of the phone. They could be a nice person, they couldn't be, but at the end of the day, even the grumpiest people, they can be turned around on the phone, and you can actually ultimately turn them into a sale. But obviously that's for some highly skilled salespeople. It's probably a little bit above my pay grade, but something to work towards anyway. The guys that I like to follow to learn my sales tips, obviously Grant Cardone, he's a killer salesman. Who else? I mean, I like following all sorts of people. Like Zig Ziglar has some really cool advice when it comes to becoming an entrepreneur. Some really good core values there as well. So it does pay to do your research there. Now look, what I have noticed and what I want to start doing in my future videos is actually showing some working examples of what I am discussing in these videos, because there's no point talking about it and telling you how to do things if you can't actually see the results yourself. So what I'm going to do in the next video is start taking some screenshots or even a video that I can include in my next videos, so I can actually show you how some of these things are working. Unfortunately, I can't record myself working in my office because we deal with financial information and any recording devices are actually forbidden, so unfortunately I can't do that. But what I can do is when I start implementing my own database with my business and start calling around my market, I'm going to record myself there so you can see the kind of methods that I'm going to use over the phone and what works for me. Now, as I said earlier on, probably in an earlier video, was what works for me won't necessarily work for you, but I'm just showing you that these methods can be adapted to, they can be tailored to suit you specifically. So we'll touch more on that in the next video, but until then, what you guys should do is maybe if you're wanting to start your own business, just start calling around your market, like whatever you're good at, whatever you specialize at. I mean, of course there's going to be people out there that are going to be 10 times better. That's just life. There's always someone better. But call around your market, your customers, your potential customers, and just ask them what sort of struggles are they facing at the moment, what issues do they have in their day-to-day business world. And that way it's going to form some idea of a solution that you can try and come up with, because essentially every business that is created is either created for the purpose of solving a problem or improving something. So I mean, business is generally it's created as a means to an end almost, but some obviously are ongoing and become an enterprise eventually just through growth. But that's just something that happens there. Obviously people grow their business and then they start outsourcing and their company grows, so that's just how things work. Yeah, but that's all for me today. I want to focus on my drive. I'm about to get on the motorway here, so I better focus. But we'll catch up with you guys in a couple of days with a few examples of what I've been up to, because I've been pretty busy online doing a lot of research and trying to get a few things off the ground. So I'll show you all of that stuff, maybe not tomorrow but the day after. Alrighty, so thanks for watching my videos as well, guys. Do stay tuned, because there will be some obviously the information will be getting a lot more valuable as I go along through my journey, and the more I learn, and I want to share that stuff with you guys there. Almost shortcut your journey, help make your journey easier by sort of sharing what works for me and what doesn't. But until then, you guys enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll catch up really shortly. See you later, guys.